Hi everybody, this is Sharon Brennan, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you this beautiful card. Very simple, quick, easy to do, from a set from our Sale-a-brations catalog. Today is March 31st. It's the last day that you'll be able to get it. It's called Lots of Lavender. It's been very popular, and this stamp set actually lends itself very well to being used with our Stamparatus, and the color is Wisteria Wonder. So let me get started. I've already cut a piece of paper that's 4 1/4 by 5 oh good grief 4 by 5 1/4. Sorry, my mind goes blank. And then we are going to use Wisteria Wonder. Let me get that out. And I used, for the little bow down here, I used So Saffron. And then I also used Pear Pizzazz. Now for the Pear Pizzazz, I'm actually going to use my little stamping blot. I like these because they're a little bit easier to use on the Stamparatus, and they work just as well as, I think, a little bit better than the full-size pads. We do have the stamping spots in the catalog that you can get that are without ink, and then you can ink them to whatever colors that you prefer. I think they come 10 in a pack. So, and we are going to use, let's get the stamps out here. And if you've never seen the Stamparatus, this is a new. It's actually, you can see it online, but you won't be able to order it until June 1st with our new catalog. So it has 2 plates, which is awesome, and I always put a little bit of grid paper down just to protect the mat that's underneath it. There is a mat that you use with photopolymer stamps, which is what I'm using today. So anyway, easiest way to do this, you just take your, oops, I should mention, it has 2 magnets on the back, which we are going to use. And when you use these, be very careful because they are very strong and have been known to break if they come in contact really fast with each other. So just a bit of a warning there. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and I'll give you another suggestion. When you're inking up, put a case underneath because it gives a little bit sturdier platform there. You can see that there. I think I need to move everything over so you guys can actually see what the heck is going on. So how's that? Is that better? There. All right, all set. So I have my little stamp set there to support it a little bit. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take one of the major pieces here, and I'm just going to place it here where I want it. Now make sure your smooth side is up, and then you just flip this over, and it will stick. And I don't have both my magnets here, but that's a problem. There we go. And then I'll get all the pieces out here. Use this one. I'm going to use the leaves. There's 2 sets of leaves. It's a grouping of 3 or 4, and then there's a grouping of 2. We're going to use, this is the stem, or the part of the bow, and here is the bow, and I'm just going to set those there for now. And I'm going to take my Wisteria Wonder and ink this up, and I got a really glary spot there. Sorry about that. The lighting in my loft is not the best. I keep trying to figure out a better way to do it, but haven't come up with a good idea yet. So ink that up, and then I'm going to press this down. Give it a good press. And even though I have some ink on here, because of the magnets there, it's going to prevent it from getting on my paper. So we did that one. Now what we're going to do is take this one and lay it on top where we want it. And this is the best part of the Stamparatus, because you can actually figure out where you want it. I'm going to put it up above the bow a little bit. There we go. I think right there, so you can actually see the bow. Press that down, and then I will ink it up. So if you decide that you like this set, you can get it free with a $50 order before shipping and tax. And today's the last day you can get it. After today, it will be unavailable. So now we're going to do our leaves. Let's see, this one goes here. Let's line it up a little bit. There we go. Sometimes they tend to stick to my fingers a little bit. And this is a part of the Stamparatus I think you're going to love. You can lift this up straight, flip it around, and close this. And no other product in the market you'll be able to do this with 4 stampings. That has 4 stamping sides, so I think you're going to absolutely love it. And they are reasonably priced. They're kind of like mid-range for everything that's out there, so it's well worth the money. Oh, I did get some ink on there. I must have my fingers, ink on my fingers. That's where it is. Yep. So, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to start over and flip it over. Seeing as how we've got our stamps right there, I'm going to get a little wet wipe out here and wipe off my hands. And we're going to flip this around and do it again. And we know everything's going to line up because we haven't removed anything. And if you're doing multiple cards, like for Christmas, you're going to absolutely love this. It's going to be like a go-to tool when you're doing your Christmas cards, or doing, like a lot of ladies do cards for soldiers. They make up a lot of cards and they send them overseas. There, we flip that around. Flip this around. Re-ink this. See how fast that goes. Don't have to worry about lining it up because it's already lined up. Press this down. And then we're going to take this plate, flip it around, and we're going to put our bow here. And actually, I could have done this earlier. I just put it on with my green ones, my little leaf stamps. Close this up. And I'm going to take this. And you can see where the stamping spots would be really beneficial for this Stamparatus. So there's that. And we'll take this plate, flip it around, and put our bow here. They tend to stick to my little fingers there. Oh, I didn't flip it around. I must have flipped it around already. Let's see. I've got a reason for that. I'm blonde and over 60. So the mind goes. Whoop! There we are. Got that down. And ink that up. And we're done. There we are. So I will tell you, it does, well, I guess it's a little bit darker when you first stamp it. So, and then we'll just take our card out and take this out. When you want to store them, make sure that you take one plate out, and then, of course, I have the magnets in here. But it'll, oh, see, they snap together, and you can get your fingers in there. So if that happens, just slide them apart. My hands are very weak. These are very strong. They're called earth magnets. So, I'm going to physical therapy to get stronger, but yeah, I'll deal with that later. Anyway, you don't want to watch me struggle like that. My hands are very weak from a lot of things. One of the things I do have is fibromyalgia. So, and then we're going to take our, we're going to take our duet bow banner stamp, and I've already pre-cut these like that. And I am going to use, because I really think it's pretty, the sentiment from, it's what I used on this card too, watercolor wings. And I used Just For You last time. Let's see if I can use You Are So Kind. I wonder if that'll fit. If not, I'll just do the same thing. And I actually, if I wanted to, I could kind of, because this is photopolymer, you can bend it a little bit. Let me get my, if it'll fit on here. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, wrong way. Kind of bend them toward the shape of the banner. Let's see if I've got it. And we'll give it a whirl. Let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat out here. And I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Whoop. I just recycle all my paper from my printer this way. Okay. And we're going to use Wisteria Wonder again. I just had it. Here we go. Let's see how good I got it. Curving this the right angle. Not too bad. You are so kind. Could actually, I'm going to get just a piece of scrap paper out here and stamp it and then line it up. Let's see if I can do it any better that way. I'm going to cut that a little bit. It's easier to, using these banners to sometimes make your, do it in strips. So you can, if you don't have to punch everything, you can just punch out what you need. So there, perfect. I like that much better. Now my magnets are stuck to my punch. It's so funny. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little snail. So you can get this card done in about 5 minutes. And there. And I'm going to pop this out. This is also, oh, you know what? I've got the wrong color here. This is not Wisteria Wonder. Oopsie daisy. Let's see if I've got a piece of Wisteria Wonder here. There we go. Let's see, my punch. There, perfect. Now, whoops, now we got that stuck to there. See that? Okay, we're gonna put this on here, like that. And then I'm going to take some of our little, I love these. I love Stampin' Up! Came out with these last year in the new annual catalog. Little mini glue dots. I could use the regular size ones, I guess, but I just like these because then I don't have to worry about any of my dimensional showing. And I'm going to put this right here. And then to finish it off, we take some of our linen thread, about 6 inches, I think. Cut that. My ribbon scissors. I like to do the little elephant ear, or bunny ears. It's Easter this weekend. We'll call them bunny ears. Just take 2 loops and then tie those in a knot. That's the easiest way I've found to make bows. And usually if you do it this way, if you've got like 2-sided ribbon where it's got like a satiny pattern on one side and a side that's not satiny, it usually comes out pretty good. Trim that off. And we'll take a glue dot. Somebody told me this trick. My upline, actually, Georgia Jagir. Take a glue dot, and the trick she told me was, I'll put that right there, to take some little baker's twine, tie it around there in a new little bow or whatever, and then you can just leave a little bit out and just slide it back as you need it. That way the whole thing doesn't unroll at the same time. Then, I don't know about you, I am a messy crafter. I got stuff all over the place. Okay, take my bone folder, kind of sharpen that crease a little bit. And I am going to actually pop this up too. I think it just gives it a little bit more pizzazz. I admire the ladies that can take all their dimensions. I'm not good at doing both of these at the same time. Just have to do one at a time. And if you don't have fingernails, you can just lift up the corner and it'll come off. There. And we'll put this here. Just like that. See? Quick and easy card. Isn't that cute? I love this. So, if you don't have a demonstrator, I appreciate your business. And anyone who subscribes to my newsletter through my website, www.sharonbrennan.stampinup.net, will get the PDFs every month from my classes. So just go in there and you'll find a place to subscribe to the newsletter. It also lists all the events that I have coming up. And let's see. And this has already been posted to my blog, www.cottagelandestamper.blogspot.com. So thank you for coming in. Again, if you like this, today is the last day that you'll be able to order this beautiful set. So thanks for stopping in. Take care. God bless. Bye.